Well, each piece licensed by the Audrey Hepburn estate, and we are just so delighted that we were able, and thank you to Sean and his brothers and brother Luca for going through and seeing some of her most iconic pieces that a lot of us may have seen her photographed in or wearing in one of her all-time famous films or whatever, maybe interviewed in. And these are the exact inspired pieces that we've been able to recreate for you of the absolute utmost in quality. Thank you to the Kramers and Cross that you chose to use to manufacture these pieces. This is our key special, and I can't wait to hear about this because this is the Tassel jewelry, and we have it available for you in this fabulous necklace. Look at this big, chunky, wonderful, fancy, almost like curb style polished link necklace that it comes on, and that's a 38-inch necklace. The drop on here, which has your movement, is over 3 inches in length, and then you can see we also have the closure on the bottom, but you can adjust that to whatever length that you'd like. And under the showstopper item number, we also have these gorgeous, sexy earrings, and those are available at $59.95, and they're just over 3 inches in length. So we have 2 flex pays for today only on those earrings. So that's going to be under $30 when you shop using any major credit card. And then we also have 3 flex pays today only on, look at that, there you can see the matching necklace in its true long, gorgeous, glamorous, elongating, slenderizing, bold look on Kate. I love it like that too. So that's going to be available with 3 flex pays today.
Imagine now that it was the winter and she's wearing a beautiful little wool dress. She could actually use that necklace as a belt.
You know what? You could if you have a tiny enough waist, right? Because 38 inches. Sure.
How tiny does it have to be?
Well, that's true, yeah.
Maybe I couldn't wear it, but you sure can.
I hope so. I'm not sure of that, but you could.
So she loved things that dangled. And you'll see them over and over in the collection. Why? She had a long neck.
Very swan like graceful.
And so it just played into that beautifully. And so that's what's magical about these. They almost have like an oriental feeling. She's wearing something that's also a long and dangly. This is later, probably, yeah, there you go. There you go. She's wearing something, you know, that's
with
long.
Movement.
Yeah, with movement, absolutely.
Yeah.
There she is with Robbie, the man she shared the last 12 years of her life with, and who traveled with her to all the UNICEF locations.
Oh, and that's what she was so incredibly involved in, charity work,
yes.
and we were saying that, you know, earlier. And just to kind of go back and talk a little bit about your mom and her style, and I like this because we're starting a new hour. You know, we are welcoming so many brand new first-time shoppers, but, you know, it's amazing when Sean shares these stories and he says his mother was very, very, very simple. I mean, and you can see that in her photographs
and
her hairstyle and her fashions, and she loved, you said, just good pieces, you know, maybe not tens of thousands of different designs, but pieces this would be like a signature she would wear. Would you say something like this as an everyday piece?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And something that stands out, something that, you know, sets the tone, and that's why we chose this as our key special of the hour, as our showstopper. Those earrings are simply fabulous. They're sexy, and I love what you just said a minute ago. You said they elongated. She really, if you look at all the pictures that we have and we're showing you, she had that gorgeous swan-like neckline.
So does Kate.
So does Kate. Yes, she certainly does.
She's got that hair pulled back in a sort of 1930s, you know, chinois.
Yes.
And those are actually the motif of the little pendant is a bit Chinese if you think about it.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did she mostly have short hair?
No.
She would go back and forth?
No. She had long hair. She had long hair when I was a little boy. And then, yes, and then so she had short and sort of the first, you know, 5 to 10 years, and then it grew back and throughout my from sort of early years until I was 10, 11, 12, and then it was sort of. Then it was the 70s, and she sort of went back to a mid sort of shorter length, but not as short as in the early pieces.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So beautiful and just graceful.
I would say there's no way that cameras
can capture this.
Can fake what you're seeing right there. And if you look at the fact that the actual little cap, the you know, the little hat, should I put it, or the little globe, is almost opaque, and that's the real elegance of this piece.
Truly, it's like glistens, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
It has a pretty texture to it.
Yes.
And these look like they're diamond cut individual ropes that are on here.
You could look and look for this kind of stuff today.
Oh, you would never find anything like this.
I always talk about this, and one day it is my personal dream to do a sort of iconic fashion collection where we would be able to offer those pieces that are so essential to a woman's, you know. If today you wanted to run out and get yourself a gray flannel miniskirt, you could throw yourself on the ground crying and stomping your feet.
Can't find it anywhere.
Can't find it.
So
and
true.
So that's also when, you know, because the collection was pretty massive of costume jewelry. So we picked the pieces that we knew would last through time, because of the quality, because of the way, but the choices also that would work beautifully for a young girl going out and, you know, into her life, as well as to, you know, a power woman for all the right reasons, whether it's, you know, because of her career or her success in her family, or
ageless, timeless, all of those things. And that was your mom. You know, I think that was probably pretty easy for you to do. It's not as though she had only the look of diamonds and, you know, multi-tens of $1,000 pieces. She had a few of those, obviously.
But she always said to us, better to have a few really good things than a bunch of stuff
so true.
That is not the best quality.
We're showing Kate now. Earlier we showed it long, the necklace, and this is doubled up.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty? The necklace is getting very, very limited. It's $89.95, a special event price. That's for today only. We also have the 3 flex pays for today only on that necklace. So we'll break your payments up over the next 3 months. The same thing on the matching earrings. And I hope you were looking, I had a bracelet that we're